guys.
Hi. Hi, people I don't know. How are you?
Good.
Good.
How are
I'm
you doing?
Lynn. Good, good.
I'm Shaun.
I'm
Hi,
Kat.
Shaun. Hi, Pat. You said Pat, P-A-T?
Kat, K-A-T.
Pat, K-A-T. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet
Hi.
you.
Hello. Nice
Thanks
to
for
meet
having
you.
us on.
Hey,
Heck yeah.
you're more than
Hey,
welcome.
Darren.
What's up?
What's up?
About time.
You
About
guys can't
time.
show him the thing now because he started recording it already. Oh,
What?
that's okay.
The
Thing
I wanted
to
them to show
record.
you something.
It's
Oh,
Megan's
I'll show
fault.
you this.
at the
Yeah,
end.
I'll show you that.
Well, at the end, we'll stop
Oh.
the recording and you could show us the thing.
Okay.
The
Okay.
thing. Okay.
Okay.
Sound
the
good?
thing. It's a big
That's
old
probably good.
spleef about this big.
Mm,
And they're going to get their Bob Marley on. No,
Got it.
I want to
That'd be
join
awesome.
in. It's all natural. So I made a cocktail this weekend. I don't even get freaking credit for it. I made a blueberry smash, a bourbon
Ooh.
blueberry smash. First thing out of Linda's mouth. Is this one of Megan's recipes? I'm like, are you?
Oh.
Megan's the best.
She is pretty good bartender.
Like,
She's a
I
good
I don't drink
bartender.
anymore.
did that one on my own.
He's so proud of himself.
I was.
Attention on the back.
Till I only got
Good
half
job,
credit.
Darren. Everybody's
good
proud
one.
of you.
It's a good one. I don't need. I just wanted her. That was nice that she gave you credit for it.
Yeah.
So
I made myself a Texas ranch water that was pretty good
you make
on
them
Saturday.
like every day.
They're so refreshing. And I got a nice
They are.
buzz on and I had to deal with Brent's friends. So
Marine, all the
old
no?
men.
Old men.
Old men. Yeah. that's
This
all
from
I'm saying.
the fly stuff.
No, this was his half birthday, and he has all the guys he has beers with over once a year. So his birthday's Christmas Eve, and so he has it as close to July 24th as he can. And this year, I'm like, can we do something a little different, like games or anything, just to spice it up?
Games with a bunch of old men. Really?
Yeah, my girlfriend and I ended up playing Jenga, giant Jenga,
Mhm.
and making noise and screaming and yelling just to
Just to piss them off.
just to spice things up a little.
Bitches.
Right?
Damn
Yeah,
bitches.
Yeah, it was
All
that
right.
kind of party. So anyway,
Can we get one of these for that one, Lynn?
and that's about how it was.
Yeah.
That's about how it was.
Okay.
You want me to get the door?
Yeah, there is one person out there. I got to turn the air down.
Okay.
La 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 la. You guys stoked about this?
Yes.
We need to go through any stuff with you, or do you understand what's gonna? It's gonna be just like this,
Literally.
like the whole.
It's just like a
conversation.
cocktail party. Really,
Okay.
it is. It's like a
Okay.
Darren will get up twice to use the bathroom, right? Once.
Maybe once.
Okay, when we were doing the
Twice.
podcast that were 2 hours, you'd get up twice.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll get up at least once, so don't be surprised.
I just get up and
Okay.
walk out. It happens.
But we do. We just treat it like a cocktail party, and you can see the only thing that looks like paper are paper towels because I spill red wine everywhere. We don't have show notes. I have white pants on. I gotta watch it. We don't have. We don't.
I can't even say that joke.
Don't even. We don't have show notes, and really, what it's going to be is we're going to introduce you. We're going to say a few words. We're going to introduce you. We're going to say, okay, welcome to the show, and tell us a little bit about yourself. And then it's just going to be organic. We're going to keep it to 60 minutes. And Darren's really good at winding conversations down.
It'll just happen.
Yeah.
When I do this,
uh,
are we talking?
and you'll know. And then when he hits the stop recording button, just stay on and you can show us what you have. If you don't want to show us.
Okay.
I could show you something I have that I can't show on the air.
Yeah, no.
No.
It's all Megan's fault.
Something I always wanted. I never got it though.
Oh, okay. I can go a couple different ways. With
Really?
that.
Was Prince Albert one of those?
Oh no! Did you really?
You'll never know.
I guess I'll never know. I'll just ask Linda.
No. I dare you. I dare you to ask her.
She'll be like,
Water's in. I got a question for you. Let me home, so don't worry. But you're wondering. She's got that look like, oh,
nah. I
I
don't
wonder
think
if
you
he
do.
sets off a metal detector.
I don't think you do.
Anywho,
I don't think you're brave enough.
it's not that. It's never mind. Think about for the rest of your life, and you gotta. Anyway,
when you're in the nursing home, which isn't that far away when you really think about it. It's only 2 decades.
Just never mind that. There's so many other jokes. Not even going to go there.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Sure.
I think.
Good.
I know. No.
Woo. Are you going to ask questions too, Megan? You going to put your brother on the spot today? Maybe?
Yeah, but mostly I'm just here to talk about Steven Tyler.
Oh God.
Oh, as in Aerosmith?
Oh, you weren't here for that one. Yes.
No, when they're coming in concert to Atlanta,
I
and I
know.
go. I
Go
saw
with
them
me.
in DC about 20 years ago. It's phenomenal.
She just said go with her,
Oh yeah,
October 11th.
yeah. We'll chat.
and you guys
Okay.
can go to that one restaurant that I told you to go to that you went to before, the Tapas place. You can
Yeah,
go
but
there
that's
first.
not close to State Farm Arena.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yeah.
Probably
It's
get better
Atlanta.
parking and in and out quicker.
It's Atlanta, and nothing's a hop, skip, and a jump
Mhm.
away.
Anywho,
All right. We're gonna get started.
All right,
Enough
let me
about
hit
us.
this damn thing. 3, 2, 1. Folks, welcome back to Beer. Sons of bitches.
God damn it!
It is something. There's something in the air today.
It's the impending storm that's rolling in.
Yeah, we may
It
lose
looks
power.
dark outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's try this one more time. What's the podcast name? Okay. Folks, welcome back to Toasting to Business. Lynn is my wonderful co-host.
Hello, Darren.
What's happening?
Get your shit together.
I know. Two's a charm. What could I say?
I know. I forgive. I can't say that I do it any better. So,
Yeah, well,
but you're so
yeah.
fun to tease. So I had to say it.
Let it go.
Okay.
Let it
You
roll
know I
on.
love you.
Let it keep going.
Yeah.
a-
No, everything's good. It's all good. Yeah, no complaints.
Good
It's-
week.
It's
Quiet
It's-
in the house a little
Mm.
bit there last week.
yeah,
Man
it was
was gone
quiet
for-
in the house when Brent was with his rotor heads.
Mhm.
And that was kind of it was like I was in a meditation retreat. You know, I didn't have
Nice
to
way to
talk
put
to
it.
anybody. It was quiet.
Cleanse the house with
Yeah. I
sage.
should have. I have sage. I should have done that.
Do the whole 9 yards.
But yeah, this week's a little crazy. I'm getting ready to go on vacation, so I'm wrapping some things up with
I
work
know.
and everything else.
That
But
means next week I'm flying solo.
you are flying, so I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
I'll have a fun guest on the show.
Okay,
You're gonna miss it.
as per
And somebody that
usual.
we met at that face
Oh yeah,
exhibition. So
okay.
anyway, but we're not here to talk about that
No.
guest. Right now, we're going to talk about Perspective,
Yes.
our sponsor of the show, and what they do. And you know, the person that we have on next week, the person that we have on today, I think the person we have on today was actually interviewed on Perspective, if I'm not mistaken. And so you can go find out if you want to be a tattoo artist, maybe you want to be a rock and roll dentist who I just saw yesterday, clean bill of
Oh,
teeth
you go
out.
to him. Nice.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
sure do.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to be a mortician. Maybe you want to run a co-working business. All these people, you can listen to their stories and find out why they do what they do on Perspective without an E. So it's getperspective.com without an E on the end of Perspective. Go check them out. If you got kids who are like, I think I want to be a video gamer, tell them to go there. Maybe they can see some videos that inspires them to do something else. You never know.
Right.
And if you're driving and you're trying to, don't text and drive and try to put this in your notes. Just wait, go to our website. It's in the show notes with the link to the site, Get Perspective. And there's a special discount code in there as well.
Only for our listeners.
Only for our listeners. So you better
Yeah.
be a listener. And, that's about that. We appreciate Megan every time she's here
That's
making
true.
special libations. She's
Mhm.
not today.
Mhm.
So we had to wing it on our own. Thank you for the wine today.
No problem. Courtesy of Fresh Market.
Damn skipping.
Fresh paycheck.
Got
The whole paycheck.
a whole paycheck on one bottle of wine.
Hey, when it's a quarter mile from your house, you're there a lot. So despite the cost.
But let's talk to Shaun and Kat
Yes.
right now, shall we?
Let's hit it.
Instead
yes.
of us.
Mhm.
Shaun and Kat, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes. Thank you to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You're more than
Heck
welcome.
yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta know, this was, so full disclosure, this is Megan's brother and his significant other,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the wife, girlfriend, significant other, the better
Girlfriend,
half,
Yeah.
Favorite human.
favorite human.
Mhm.
That's a great
I
way
like
to put
that.
it.
Yeah.
But
favorite human.
Megan said, you are going to have my brother on the show. And then she sent her brother a message and said, "You are going to be on that podcast." And we both said,
Okay.
"Yeah, we'll do it." Right.
Exactly. That's how it went down.
Tell us a little bit, your background. I know about, we talked and you told me about one part of it, but you guys have like two different things going on right now, and they do coalesce is the right word. They meld together.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm
Coalesce
curious.
is not the right word.
Uh,
Anyway, we'll look it up later.
morph.
So, what do y'all do?
Primarily, we tattoo. I've been tattooing for 18 years. Pat's been tattooing for
Like 6.5.
6.5.
Who's better at it?
We're both pretty good.
Look at the
It's a
smile on
tie.
her face.
I think we're
Like,
tied.
not gonna, no.
Yeah, I think they're tied.
So 18 and 6.5.
Yeah. So that's what the main thing is. I went to school for nursing, so it was a big turnaround. I was going to be a traveling nurse originally, so that just wasn't my passion. When I was in nursing school, I was like drawing all the time. I was getting tattooed, and I saw how like the tattoo industry worked, and I thought it was really cool. And I was like, I could get away from like the 9 to 5 and do something different because art was always my passion. And I really fell in love with it, and then dropped out of nursing, pursued tattooing, and did that till now. And then just recently, 2 years ago, we started the other business, which is an online coaching business, helping people just kind of get better, actually cure diseases, and basically up level their health with food. And then now, tying them together, yeah, morphing them together. Being a tattoo artist for 18 years, I noticed a lot of tattoo artists, me included, I kind of got in a default drift like of life. I was just kind of like caught up in, you kind of feel invincible because you're doing a job that's kind of different and it's cool. So I don't know. I know a lot of tattoo artists kind of live fast, die young, that kind of mentality.
Mhm.
And it wasn't good for me. And my health was declining. So that's why we kind of found this other food thing. And now we see how we can kind of help other tattoo artists that may be struggling with health or stuff. Carpal tunnel and back pain is big for tattoo artists.
I could see that.
I could
right?
100% see
Just
that.
leaning over too much and
Oh, just the, all day with the
repetitive.
ink pen. Yeah, the repetitive
the ink
movement.
pen.
Yeah.
It's
Ink,
good.
what do you call it? What do you call it? The
Tattoo
pen?
machine.
Tattoo machine. Yeah.
Tattoo machine.
Yeah.
They do it old school though. They pump it like a sewing machine, old school sewing machine. Or they really go
You know what?
traditional and they use the bamboo and the ink and tap it in.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Like that's for real.
I
I'm
may have
the
been
thing.
born at night, but not last night. They don't use sewing machine treadle to tattoo.
Yes.
Megan.
Yes,
I have a
ma'am.
question.
Yeah.
Is part of the reason, I mean, I know that you did your other coaching business for your own health.
Yeah.
But is part of the inspiration behind that, like some of the clients you were seeing, just like the health and the clients that you're seeing?
Absolutely. Yeah. Because honestly, like we've been noticing it more over the past few years, just like everybody coming in seems to be dealing with some health issue or another. And some of them even aren't allowed to get tattooed. Like their doctors don't even let them get tattooed because of, whatever health thing they're dealing with is so
Really?
severe. Yeah. So
Mm.
it's really people's lives are getting very impacted just from health conditions.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Huh.
Yeah,
And
so
when you say,
Mhm.
I'm curious, you said they're coming in and their doctors are telling them not to get tattooed, but they still are tattooing themselves?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
It's just we have long-term clients that have been tattooed for years and have acquired health issues along the way and had to stop getting tattooed.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
there's
Yeah.
so many questions I've got
I'm
on the
like-
back burner for that one.
I'm
But I
like,
want,
oh.
well, well, let's stay right here on to this point before we jump elsewhere, shall we? Some of the things, I mean, the clients, but then the tattoo artists themselves. I mean, I've been in a few different parlors and folks you meet, it's kind of like we wake up late, we stay up late. The circadian rhythm's got to be totally off there, first of all. So it screws up your sleeping and the way your body heals itself. Second of all, just show me a tattoo artist that doesn't walk in with one of those high energy drinks,
Yeah.
you
You're right.
know, a Red Bull, a Rock Star, a whatever the hell they are that are just horrible for the body. I'm sure none of them are going in and saying, oh, it's lunchtime, I'm going to have a salad. It's probably grab something quick through the drive-through and come on in. And this is part of the reason you started this. You said you were on the same path, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
My health was declining for sure.
Yeah.
And you were addicted to energy drinks.
And I was addicted to
Yeah, just
coffee,
caffeine in general.
caffeine in general. Yeah,
Yeah.
heavily addicted because we're always chasing that energy because you got to do tattoos and you're right, the circadian rhythm. You're exactly right, everything you said. So that's what we're trying to like enlighten people about. Like you can live healthy and still be a tattoo artist. The retiring age is like on average is like 50,
In their
55
50s, yeah.
for tattoo artists.
We'd be
On average.
washed up.
I'd be done.
I'd be done.
You're retired. That's it.
Done by a few years.
Yeah.
Wait, but is
Um,
that? Oh, go ahead, Lynn.
Oh, well, I would imagine you're in a very creative profession. And then you're in very close contact with other human beings, much like an esthetician would be, or someone who does hair. Um, are you picking up on other people's energy when you are tattooing, and it kind of just gets on, not gets on you, but
Get your funk.
affects you, right? It affects you, and you walk away and you're like, I need an energy drink, or I don't need an energy. I mean, are you picking up on that
It's an energy
Totally.
exchange. Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
energy
Yeah.
exchange for sure. You're right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. You have two
Yeah.
auras because you're so close and for an extended period of
Mm-hmm.
time
Yeah.
that your auras are meshing together,
Yeah.
and you got that. Either you're pulling in good energy and ooh,
Yeah, that could
Yeah.
be a thing. Yeah.
oh wow,
Yeah.
or you
So-
come out. And you're like, I can climb Mount Everest after that person. But
Yeah.
the next one, you're like, I think I'll go shoot rats at the dump now. I just feel that bad.
Rats at the dump.
Never done that, huh?
No.
A
I
hell
grew
of
up
a
in
great day.
I grew up in
I'll tell you
suburbia.
what.
We didn't hang at the dump.
You don't know what you're missing.
But I could imagine, like, you're working one-on-one with people. It's probably the same for someone who's in nursing, or a doctor, that you would start picking up on that energy. So it's almost like you need to go into your job on a daily basis fortified, right? Your defenses, you don't want to be defensive, but your defenses are up. You're playing the offensive game with good defenses, so this isn't vibing on to you.
Yeah.
At what point in your career did you realize this was happening to you?
The energy exchange.
I think
Yeah.
at the beginning.
I probably wasn't aware of it till like halfway through, maybe, or maybe at least a few years in. Because the
Yeah.
first few years I was so caught up in learning the trade
Yeah.
that I didn't really have time to put thought into that. But later on, I definitely felt it and picked up on it.
And then at what part in your career did you realize, oh my God, my diet is horrendous? I'm eating chili Cheetos
Probably when Kat
with
told him to knock
cheese.
that shit off.
Yeah.
Probably like, if you want to
Yeah.
stay with me and have this,
Yeah.
you got to change that.
Your body is a temple.
No, right or wrong, Kat's
Pretty
I mean,
right. She's
kind
the
of,
healthier
yeah.
one. Yeah, she kind of got me on the health kick, but
Yeah.
2 years ago, it kind of woke up. Something woke up inside of me, and I was like, I need to eat more fresh greens because I just never did. Like, I never ate any fresh vegetables or fruit.
Mhm.
Megan,
For
did
like
you eat,
years.
how do you eat as a kid?
Standard American, like Megan
guys ate more
knows,
vegetables.
We did better than standard
Yeah, you did
American.
not.
American.
Like, I ate standard American.
we ate
You
quite
guys ate
better than
ramen.
standard American. But when I got out on my own and was tattooing and around friends, I ate like crap, and it kind of
Yeah.
stuck.
Because you didn't have your mom's wonderful cooking in front of you.
Exactly.
What about you, Kat? Because your story's so different as far as like the health journey and how that relates to tattooing and everything.
Yeah, well, I guess like on and off, I've always been attracted to like the more plant-based lifestyle. Like I tried to be a vegetarian when I was 10 years old, and it didn't stick because we lived on a farm. So it's like kind of got pushed off for a while. And then when I was 14, my mom got diagnosed with cancer, and she actually passed away before I was, 15. So that kind of threw me back into like, well, maybe the whole plant-based thing, there's something to that. Because while she was sick, I was doing all this reading about how plant-based diet fixes stuff like that, like cancers and other, chronic illnesses. And like fast forward, I guess, to like when I got a job. I don't know. It's like I dealt with a lot of health issues after that point. Just from the way I was eating to like being severely depressed, because my mom had passed away, and that lasted for probably about 10 years. And then yeah, I was just working as a server for a long time, and like at Subway, and just different jobs related to food service and stuff. And I was actually working at Olive Garden when I decided that I wanted to be a tattoo artist. And then I had known him, we'd been friends for like, I don't know, a few years at that point, and kind of got back together, met up in Columbus, and that's just kind of how it all got started. Actually, I started tattooing at the shop that he was working at. And yeah.
Do you have an artistic background, or were you just like serving? I'm like, I can't serve one more breadstick to a person. If I got to bring them
pretty much
another
like
batch of breadsticks, I'm done. I want to be a tattoo artist. That's what I want to do instead.
I'm so glad you
Yeah.
asked that, Darren. That's such a
Yeah.
good question, because yeah, like totally different story.
Yeah, because I'd been around tattoo shops and stuff since I was like 18. I'd started getting tattooed when I was 18, and then I feel like I was around shops for pretty consistently up until I started tattooing. But I wasn't really super great at art. Like I could draw a couple things, like I could draw eyes, and like some faces I could draw like okay, but I would not consider myself an artist at that point. No, I had to learn. Like I spent my entire apprenticeship studying and practicing, and I filled up like 30 sketchbooks probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get it. It's like in the comic book world, right? Or graphic novels or whatever you want. And I know a lot of them use computers these days, but you had the person who did the outlines and really drew it. And then you had the inkers, and they filled in, and they're the ones who did the shading and the coloring and everything else. And I think to be a good artist, you could even do it that way. Cause a lot of the stuff is, here's the piece of art you want on your body. They put it through the scanner, it comes out, and then they lay it on your, kind of put it on your skin, and then work with the outline and fill in all the blanks there. So I think if you have a steady enough hand, you might be able to get away with at least that kind.
I
You're
don't
right.
know.
Am I
think-
wrong? I
think
don't
could
know.
do
I have
it.
no
I don't think
idea.
I
I'm
could do it.
you're right.
pontificating on
Yeah.
shit I have no clue about. All right. So help me out. Jump in
You're right.
anytime.
It's
Well,
like tracing.
it's-
It's essentially like tracing.
Essentially, yeah. I would say when it comes to shading and stuff, and especially color, that takes you kind of have to know your color theory to place colors in the right places for them to look good together. And
Yeah.
like shading, I had a lot of trouble with shading when I first started just because I didn't know where to put it. And so it just like some of my tattoos would just like the outline would be good, but then the shading, once you get to it, it just looked like a blob because I didn't know where to put anything.
It's all good in the jailhouse.
Yeah.
Hey,
You get a
now.
jailhouse tattoo.
I'm pretty sure she's not been in.
No, I
Fulton
don't
County
mean it that
prison.
way. They might, hire her. You go in for a visit, and here's Kat. Hey, you want your tattoo? At least you know it's more sterile than what they're doing in the back of the house.
Well, that's
okay?
true. That's true. But I gotta know: is it true that you practice on pig skin? You just get an old slab of pork out there and just go to town and
Yeah.
practice on that. Yeah.
Yeah, we would have to go pick up pig's feet from the local international grocery store, and you could
Yeah.
actually get like pieces of the skin, like they would take it off for you. But
Okay.
I just did the feet. I don't know.
You just did the
It was
feet.
gross.
You know why they do that, Lynn?
Why? Because they're close.
No, I'm
Their-
asking.
Their
Do you
skin,
know
I don't
why?
know. Their skin is
Well,
similar to ours.
Think about it.
Mhm.
All the
But the
amount that
same-
you're pushing and
Mhm.
seeing how it moves,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the way the ink bleeds. And
Right.
am I
Yeah.
wrong about that?
No, you're
No,
right.
that's
You're right.
yeah.
The ink
Mhm.
has to be in a certain layer of the skin to hold. So there's like a sweet spot in the skin with all the layers. I believe it's like the 5th or 6th layer. The ink has to go there. So a good tattoo is going to sit right in the correct layer of skin. And then that's why it won't fade. Or that's also why if it goes too deep, you'll see scarring.
Or
So
blowing out.
so the pig's feet really
Okay.
help you get the feel, like Darren said, to just moving and working on the skin. But you can do fruit too.
Okay.
You,
There you
you can
go.
do
You can do fruit?
bananas.
Bananas?
Yeah,
Really?
people are doing bananas,
and stuff,
oranges.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bananas or oh wow.
Huh.
Well, I know,
That won't
and there's
smell as bad. When
Yeah.
Kat was doing the
Yeah,
foot,
yeah.
it smelled.
It smelled
and
pretty bad.
there's different types of tattoo artists too, aren't there? It's not all the same. And I found this out because of the one that I'm still waiting to get.
You're still waiting to get that one.
Do you see it anywhere?
No, I
here?
don't see
Yeah.
it. I've seen the
Okay, it's
sketch,
not
but
here,
I've not
it's not
seen
here.
it. Yeah. I've
No,
not seen it on your
because
body.
and the day I walked in, I had my appointment. The day I walked in, and the person, the artist who was doing it, he's sitting there behind the counter.
Mhm.
And I mean, I can't expect a conversationalist every time.
Right.
But he's back there finishing. Like I'd sent him this 2 weeks before
Mhm.
to refine what I told him that I didn't like from the first one that he finally sent me, which we had to reschedule for the first time because he wasn't done.
Mhm.
And so I'm looking at him like, and he goes, "Are we good?" And I was like, "You keep the deposit for my time. I'm canceling because I put like $100 down
Yeah.
or
And if you
something
don't,
like
it's,
that.
yeah.
That's for you for working all this out." But I no,
Yeah.
I'm done. And then I find out after I did a little more research, and it was what I need is a fine line
Mm-hmm.
tattoo artist, and that's give us some
Yeah.
of the
What
different
is your
types of
specialty?
folks.
Yeah. At first, what's your specialty? And then what are some of the other ones to look? Because I've got an idea for a tattoo for myself, but I'm like, I don't even know where to go to do it or who to ask. For.
Is it a kitty cat with the middle paw going?
No,
"Mm."
it's not.
Well, we do primarily dot work more recently, but so that's just a lot more black and gray. But we will do neo-traditional color stuff too, which is a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And
It's like-
Kat's the fine line. I would say out of the
Yeah.
two of us, Kat's really good with the fine line little needles because she does eyebrows as well.
I told
Oh.
Darren that.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like, Kat,
Get your ass down here and bring your shit and get it
I
done.
mean, yeah, we can do that.
She
She
comes
can-
down. We come
Tattoo
down
an
every year.
eyebrow right there.
Tattoo
for
it
you.
back. No, she does eyebrows, like
I
eyebrows.
know, I know.
Do you do the eyelids too for like eyeliner as well?
No,
No,
just eyebrows.
Just eyebrows.
Yeah,
Do you
eyeliner.
make sure- So I have a question. When people come in and they're like, "I want my eyebrows here," and you go, "Do you really?" Because now you're going to walk around with like a surprise look all the time. Maybe we ought to bring them down just a little.
what is the Seinfeld episode?
That's funny.
You know, all the
yeah.
time.
Oh, with the eyebrows where
Yeah.
she was. Yeah, I don't
No,
remember that one. very well.
Uncle Leo.
Oh, Uncle Leo with
Uncle
eyebrows.
Leo.
No, wait, I have a couple friends and acquaintances, not me. I've got dark hair. I don't have that issue that have had their eyebrows
Mhm.
tattooed and it looks fantastic. I mean, it
Well,
looks really,
that's
really
what I-
good.
They probably had it
But they
done
don't
right.
look
They
like
probably had Kat
Crazy
who
person.
did it.
Yeah. They don't look like a crazy
Because
person.
you're effed for the rest of your
I-
life if they're like just
You
a little
think?
too high or it's a little cocked.
Yeah, or you got like a little wing that goes off
Yeah.
to the side. I mean, that would really be
I've
horrible.
seen some bad ones.
Have you seen some
Have-
bad ones? Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So you said the
dot
and then the fine line,
neo.
neoclassical. I really want a watercolor.
I do those.
Okay, you do the watercolor. Okay.
Yeah, I love watercolor. I did those for like 3 years or 4 years
Like,
straight.
yeah, you
And I'll
were
still do
all
them
those.
now, but I like a lot of styles, to be real with you, because
Yeah.
my love of art kind of goes all over. So
Okay.
I kind of like a variety of styles. But if I can't do it, I'll say it. If it's not my style,
Yeah.
I guess that would be like human portraits. I love doing animal portraits, but like someone's grandma or uncle,
Mm-hmm.
not for me. Because I never
Okay.
drew people or faces. I'm more like nature, monsters, and dinosaurs and
Okay. Okay.
creepy
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
So this makes me want to ask. I'm just going to ask it. So you go to the beach.
Mhm.
You're on the beach. And you know how we all get on the beach? We just sit there in a lawn chair and just watch the parade go by on the beach and people and they, half clothed. Do you get judgy about the tattoos people have on their bodies?
That's a funny
like
question.
critiquing, like, oh, that could have been better, or whatever.
We,
I mean, yeah, like that a little bit, but more of like if we see like say a bad tattoo, I just kind of feel bad for the person who has it. I don't really
Yeah.
like judge it.
but
you
to
know?
be real, we'll talk sometime, but not like in a judgy. We try not to be judgy, but I know what
Sure.
you're saying. Yeah, we do notice them when we talk. A lot of times lately, like I'll notice when tattoos have been done in the 2000s and stuff, because like kind of like my tattoos look, they're colorful but faded. You can
Okay.
almost tell what generation they were tattooed in because the
Huh.
The
Just
machine,
tribal.
the styles change
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. I never thought about it that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or you can look
Yeah.
at it and think like maybe they got this done at their friend's kitchen or maybe in jail.
Okay.
Like, because
Yeah.
you can kind of tell where maybe they were. We like to try to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
fate.
Hey, that's a stick and prick right there. Look at that. They must have.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember as a little girl, I'm not going to tell you my age, but the men who served in World War II were relatively at that point in life. They weren't old people.
No.
They were probably about yours and my age. And seeing the men with the tattoos that they had gotten when they were overseas, and thinking back to seeing that and how distinctly different the quality was then in the 70s, the look versus what you see now. It's like the artists have been so much more refined now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's
equipment
still.
too.
Yeah.
The equipment
The
too.
equipment, yeah, that really helps. The equipment and the ink.
Okay.
The ink
Yeah.
keeps progressing. That's why I
Oh,
think the
does
older
it?
tattoos, yeah, they almost look blue or green when the black
Yeah.
fade. Like those from the 70s and stuff, those tattoos tend to kind of wash out and look
In a
green
different way.
in a different way.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
with ink being newly designed and coming out with new stuff all the time, it's starting to be able to stay darker for longer, less fading.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
machines have come a really long way,
Yeah.
a really long way.
Huh.
They used to be like
Interesting.
plug into the wall. They would run like a telegraph, like coils, and you would have to use a foot pedal to use them. Not like as far back like Darren was saying, but it did have a foot pedal.
Yeah.
But nowadays they're wireless and they run on a lithium battery, and they're very good for your hands. They design them that way so you don't get the carpal tunnel, the heavy weight of those old machines that kind of cause hand problems. But they just keep
Right.
coming up with new stuff. Like when I think it's done, just new stuff pops up.
It's amazing. Huh.
Yeah. And
That's
it's really
really
cool
cool.
too, because like a lot of newer, like younger people are coming into the industry, and just people who have a more like who are more artistic and have like an actual artistic background, like fine art background.
Mhm.
And which is really cool to see them come into the tattoo world and put like their crazy paintings on somebody's skin. It's like
Yeah.
it's a completely like different world of tattoos now.
Right. Right. It's really interesting. That's
What a-
super cool.
Okay, because I want to get to the point where we get to the healthy side.
Yeah,
of
okay,
things,
yeah,
but
let's go there.
I have a couple of. I have one other question, and this is, and some people say you can't have too many. At what point is too much? Like, when do you have too many tattoos? And I was asking a friend of mine this one time, and I said, why are you getting another one? And he goes, well, for me, it's like a history book.
Yeah.
So he can go back and he's like, I got this tattoo in this city and this is what was happening. And that's how he reminds himself of, kind of keeps a chronological record of everything. It's like, okay, but what the hell's going on in your life now that's so important that you want to go get another one? And what are you going to look back on? And he goes, well, and I said, I mean, besides me being, a really good friend of yours, and you want to remember that, but what have you been doing this past year that's been so amazing that you want to recall? So I get it both ways, but and it makes sense for that. But do you sometimes have people that come in and you go, maybe you just don't need that one? Don't you think
Oh,
you
yeah.
have enough?
Do you have you turned people away?
No,
Like,
no.
No. Okay.
No,
All right.
Yes,
it's
you
money.
have.
They want it.
But you
I have
well,
one.
not for having too many tattoos.
Sean has one.
You have one?
Yes.
Do tell. Do tell.
Well, he came
This is
in
a special
and it was a
circumstance.
special circumstance because I was working at a street shop where you could just take walk-ins. So walk-in clientele,
Yeah.
they'd come off the street. Sometimes they'd be drinking. And this
Oh,
guy
geez.
came in and I thought he was dead serious. He seemed serious, but he's like,
He
I
was
want this little
serious.
squid. And it was just a funny little squid about an inch or two tall. And I was like, okay, I could do this. We're about to close, but it won't take long. I'll do it. I got it all ready, had him do the paperwork, I didn't ask him where he was putting it. I should have. But after I got it all ready, I was ready to call him back and do it. And I was like, where are you going to put it? Because I was going to set up the chair appropriately, depending on like if he wanted it on his arm or anything. And he's like, I want it on the head of my penis. And I was like, oh. Like I was kind of newer at tattooing then. Like I was new to the area. So like my boss heard me too. He was waiting to see what I said. Like he's like, oh God, what's Shaun gonna say about this? And I was like, I was just like, I was taking it back. So I was like, I don't know. Like I've never done that before. I don't really feel the most comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be like a handling fee, like applied
Right.
to that.
Are you?
Like,
Do you
on top
want
of the
this?
A
tattoo, right?
handling fee.
Do you
get
want
it?
this fluffed or flaccid? How do you want me to put this on? I
Right.
don't know right now.
Right? I wouldn't know how to do it. So I turned that down. And then, yeah, I pretty much told him no. And then I said it kind of timidly because I was like, kind of like not knowing how to deal with the situation. And my boss came out from his tattoo and he was like, nope, Shaun doesn't want to do it. Get out of here. And he pretty much just kicked him out.
Oh my god.
But that was the only person I turned down.
Okay, well, rightfully so. Awkward.
Yeah. But
Really
still never tattooed that area. That's a question I get a lot too, is like,
awkward.
what's the craziest spots you've tattooed? And never tattooed any genitalia.
Okay, all right. Well, mark
But
that
people
day
do
in
it.
A
history.
proud moment. And I'd be like, nope, nope. I have made it through all my on his gravestone. I've never tattooed. He never tattooed. Gonna tell you.
Oh, God.
There you go.
So you've been tattooing for almost 2 decades. You realized halfway through what you were doing or not doing to yourself was causing you harm, basically.
Yeah.
And so you have a business now. You're coaching other tattoo artists on nutrition and lifestyle. Tell us.
Did you guys come up with this together, or was this one of you who?
We kind of came up with it together. Yeah, we were also working with a coach too, who kind of prompted the idea, and then we talked about it and thought about it, and we are like, yeah, we do need to do something like this. But we did initially come up with the idea of showing this to tattoo artists.
Together, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you?
I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead and ask the rest
You're
of your
fine.
question.
You're fine. Come see, come saw. So what's the name of your business?
The Raw Vegan Revival is the name of the coaching business.
Raw Vegan Revival.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the tattoo program is called the Longevity of the Tattoo.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it strictly for tattoo artists, or can
Creative.
people in the piercing industry do it? Could anybody do it? Could like
Anybody.
Lynn and I be like, hey, I
Mhm.
want to get healthier.
Mhm.
Yeah,
My
that's what
job
the
is
the Raw Vegan Revival encompasses everybody. After we did a juice fast to prompt all this. We did 40 days on just juice.
no
And
fucking
that kinda
way.
like-
I'm not doing it.
Is this juice? Is this considered juice?
That's my yeah.
Grape juice?
No,
Close, but no.
but that kind of prompted all this, and
Mhm.
then it just went from there.
Okay.
But yeah, we're here to help everybody, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just felt like we needed to build a container specifically for like artists. It's not like solely for tattoo artists. It's just like creatives in general. And we like to
Mhm.
say like humans by design are just innately creative. So it's like anybody can join.
Yeah. Okay.
Megan, you
Megan
had a
raised her
question?
hand. Yes, Megan raised her hand.
I think there's a button for that. Oh wait.
Just
Yeah.
don't worry about the button. That's the
Oh,
question.
look, Megan's raised her hand.
Okay, so I know you guys always reference the juice fast as the thing that like the launching pad for Raw Vegan Revival. But because I know you guys, I also know that you did that parasite cleanse.
Oh,
So
yeah.
did that have any influence on the juice fast? Like did it really start there, or what happened?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know though. Because
We all have parasites, by the way.
We do.
They don't.
Yes.
They don't anymore. They got rid of theirs.
Well, some aren't bad for you though, are they? Oh shit!
yeah,
Here
some
we
of
go.
them are good. You need some of them. But the parasite cleanse was just kind of part of me trying to figure out what was wrong with my health, because my health was declining so rapidly. I was like, I need to figure out what to do, or else I'm just gonna give up. Because I was already vegan. By the time we did the parasite cleanse, I think I was vegan for like 4 years or something. And I went vegan to try to fix my health problems, and it didn't work because we weren't eating
Vegetables.
great. Yeah, we were eating a lot of processed vegan food, so it's like it didn't do anything.
We
at all.
learned you can be vegan and unhealthy. I think that's why I never tried vegan. She was vegan since we got together, and I kept eating what I ate. Like I was eating crab legs and shrimp and
Oh,
fish.
yeah.
I love seafood, but yeah, I just feel like we found out that the vegan wasn't
It wasn't
as healthy,
as
like
healthy
as we
as
thought.
I was hoping it would be.
Yeah.
And
You
I
said
had,
vegan processed food.
I know what she's going to say.
So there's a
Vegan
bunch of, so
burgers?
basically it's fake.
The burgers. Yeah. The
the
processed
ultimates
Yeah.
or
vegan
whatever they are.
burgers.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. What other stuff? I mean, now I want to know,
Oh,
what should
so
people
much.
be aware of that's not truly vegan or
The hot dogs.
bad
Yeah.
vegan?
Like
Oreos.
yeah, that's a big thing. Basically,
Oreos?
any of the packaged vegan food is going to be processed and essentially not healthy for you, unfortunately.
Gonna
So,
have
like,
sodium in it.
yeah,
Among other things.
Lots of
Yeah,
Lecithin and all sorts of garbage in
the
there.
oils and stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just not great. I mean, it's good as far as like, hey, you're not eating an animal, but it's like you're still hurting your health when you're eating it. So what's the point, I guess?
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. So you did a 40-day juice cleanse. Like, at what point in the juice cleanse did you say, I can't. And the
30.
other one,
I
the
was
other
on-
person said, no, you can keep going.
Push,
Is it day
push
3?
today.
Day
30.
4?
30.
2 hours.
Oh, day
It's like by
30?
3:30.
by
Day
lunch all day
30.
long.
Yeah, right. By day 30, I was about done. I had like, I was doing good. I was doing great. And then I lost it by day 30. And I was like grasping at anything. I was literally chewing up pieces of cilantro just to spit it back in the sink because I'm like, I just want to eat something.
Because she was looking at cookbooks. She
Hey.
was, she was looking at books the
Oh.
whole time. And I think
Look at
that's why.
Look at this rib rack I'm gonna make
no,
afterwards. This
okay.
is a standing rib rack.
Oh,
I'm
that's
going
not
at this on day
fair.
41.
Yeah, you should have not
Yeah.
looked at these books. Yeah.
You sabotage yourself.
Yeah.
So how did you make it another 10 days? If at day 30 you were like, I can't.
I made her.
I just,
Indeed,
yeah, I just thought about how far I'd come and why I was doing it. And I'm like, I'm not going to do this again. So I need to do it completely. And I can't be a little weenie about it. And I just have
Yeah.
to do it.
Okay. Okay. So you made it through the 40 days. And then what? You went back to solid food. And now you can say that I did it and you can pass this knowledge on.
Yeah, but we
Dude,
stayed on just
yes.
raw food. That's the raw vegan thing. So
Okay.
now for 2 years, we've been thriving solely on raw plant-based foods. So nothing cooked, nothing processed, no sugars, no animal products. It's really like, I like to say like an alien way of eating because it's flipped from what I used to do. But
Mhm.
my health problems are going away. Like my hair was falling out. Like I'm reversing male pattern baldness.
Oh.
And that's huge. So I want to help people with this because I found out we're not supposed to have these problems. We've been accustomed to them because we got used to them, but no animal out there is bald or has diabetes. These are things that we acquire because we eat the wrong nutrition, like just eating the wrong foods. And that's why I like to say there's more medicines on earth than ever before, but there's also more sicknesses. So it's kind of like proof that the
Mhm.
medicine isn't really working. So I feel like it's all in the nutrition, but yeah, since the juice fast, we've been fully raw plant-based and it's just been insane. Like the energy, like I got off caffeine. I don't want to go on a rant, but I think the biggest thing was the caffeine because I used to be addicted to caffeine and I didn't mean to get off it. After the juice fast, I just didn't want it anymore. And same with alcohol. I loved it.
You
Like,
drank a lot.
yeah, so I didn't expect to quit drinking. I was like, oh, I'll just like not drink as much. But like since then I haven't wanted to do it. So it's definitely weird and we're just gonna see where it goes. But
Right. Right. Go ahead.
that's
What?
it.
I want to hear more. You
It's
just said,
gonna
oh,
be good.
I think it's like the whole longevity thing really gets me because the people that have been doing this for a long time, like if you look into other raw vegans, I guess only 1 to 3% of people eat this way, so it's not very well known.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the ones that have been doing it for a duration look almost like 20 or 30 years younger than their age. And I'm not doing it for the vanity or for the looks. Someone thought I was doing that because of my hair, but I'm doing it for the health. Like
Mhm.
I feel like having hair is a sign of health. So the people that have been doing it for a long time look insanely good. I'd say it's like the fountain of youth diet.
Oh,
There's
interesting.
but when you look at a lot of, and I'm listening to this book by Peter Atera. I can't let it's going to be like, you know who his name is, but he's studying, it's health. And this is the third way. And you got to be really proactive, way ahead. It's like pre-medicine instead of after and fixing it. And the studies with some of the centenarians that are out there in these other countries, it's amazing. they're not raw vegans. It's like, I have my little bit of sherry every day, and she's 105 and
Right,
still
yeah.
walking down the street and doing her own thing. Or this other person's like, hey, I still smoke and I have a little shot of whiskey each day and I'm good. And it's more about your lifestyle as opposed to in your health. Your eating is part of your lifestyle. Let's not. But if you don't enjoy what you're eating, then what the hell are you doing it for?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
can't say that that's wrong. We've gone way too far to the other side.
Mhm.
It's going to be like taking pictures of our food all the time.
Oh.
But everybody's now foodies
Mhm.
and there's good food out there. But, we say the same thing. Why the hell would I go out to order a steak in a restaurant when I make it better at the house?
Yeah, that's how
Or
we are.
why am I
too.
going to order chicken in a restaurant? Because you're only going to get so good.
Yeah.
And I go home and do it. But so you have that whole opposite thing where it's quality of life and being social and around people and your daily activities. And that affects your health as much, if not more than just your eating habits. So I'm playing devil's advocate here. Hopefully you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, we
Oh,
love
yeah,
it.
of
We're
Okay.
totally enthralled. Like the taste buds actually change in like about 2 or 4 weeks. So same with the gut flora. So when you start feeding your gut different stuff, like I used to hate salads, but now I
Mhm.
crave them because I had to switch my gut bacteria around to thrive on that kind of food.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
after that, like you start to like crave the
Healthier
stuff you didn't
foods,
used to
yeah.
like, and I can taste it more too. I think we kind of get desensitized from like or
Sugar
overstimulated
and
from just the
fats and-
flavorful stuff. Not everybody, but I know I did with the energy drinks. They're just too full of artificial flavoring. They're just gross. But
yeah,
yeah,
your kidneys are going to shut down on you. Here's a
Yeah,
little renal
yeah.
failure
Here's a
for
real
you.
little problem. So I personally, I love to travel and I travel quite a bit. I'm sure you both travel. How do you maintain a vegan raw diet when you travel? Because man, I'll tell you, you don't know where the next piece of food is going to come from. Do you bring a lot of food with you? Like, how do you do this?
great
We
question.
do prep food depending on like we usually take road trips. We don't do a lot of flying or anything.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll prep food in advance and really just go to the grocery stores, like because that's all you need is the grocery stores.
Yeah,
We usually
yeah.
get a salad and we'll like keep them in the plastic container and get our toppings and build the salad in the Airbnb or hotel. And we can
Okay.
just do it all there. We can make our own dressing.
Okay.
And then carry fruit with you if
Yeah.
like, last resort. Fruit is always
Right.
the best travel snack.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever crave a Diet Coke? Scoop of ice cream?
Well, you can
no.
actually make raw vegan ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh,
some of it
really?
we can make. Yeah.
What do you
that's
make
the
it
fun
out
part.
of?
It's
Frozen
frozen
bananas.
bananas.
And it doesn't taste like bananas. It's weird. You can put like tropical fruit and it tastes like a fruity tooty ice cream.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, the frozen bananas. Yeah, yeah. So when you are working with your clients, how do you get them past, no, you're not going to eat a hamburger again, or you don't get to go have a steak. This is what you're going to do. How do you coach them to understand like the way you fuel your body is basically medicine or, a prescription for your health? How do you get them past that?
Their why. They got to
yeah.
find their why. We try to coach
Mhm.
people to find like their reason for doing it. So
Mhm.
there has to be something greater than them that they want to fulfill. That may be their health, that may be helping the animals, whatever their
Or
vision.
being around longer for their family is
Yeah.
is a want.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you find your why, we like to tell people that's like your North Star to getting better. And if people do crave the burger or do crave certain things, we're not super harsh. Like we're not even dogmatic about the raw vegan. We're trying to help people at whatever step they're on by introducing more plants.
Mhm.
We're not
Because
like
we
you
know
have
how
to.
hard it is.
Yeah, we know how hard it is.
Yeah. So
We're not trying to be like you have to do it all this way. We're more like how can we implement what we know so that you can implement more plants and get better.
yeah.
Right.
And
Okay.
then slowly by them just even implementing more plants, they will feel better and want to
Mhm.
implement more
Mhm.
themselves.
That's
Okay.
what
So
happened to us.
Yeah.
Like it just
okay.
escalated.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a slow journey. It doesn't sound like it's cold turkey. Like, okay, today, mark this day. This is it. You're gonna throw out everything in
We
your
did it that
refrigerator.
way.
You
Yeah.
did.
The truth hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
When I
Uh-huh.
heard the truth about raw food, like I've
Yeah.
heard someone else say this too, like it's like a flip switched inside of me. And I did go cold turkey like before the juice fast. I was like, I'm not gonna eat anything else but raw food because this is how I'm gonna live. and then we're going to do the juice fast when we save up money for the juicer, get all the equipment, and have the time set aside. So we went raw vegan about a month before doing the juice fast.
Okay. Okay. All right. Are you primarily shopping at organic grocery stores, or are you picky about that part of where you source your vegetables, or are you just kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to get a vegetable in me. I don't care where it came from.
Pretty much, as long as we're eating vegetables, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We like to like stick to like the clean 15 list
Mm-hmm.
and just maybe get our softer stuff in organic if we can. But even then, it's like it doesn't matter as long as it's a vegetable. Like we go to Aldi, like
Yeah.
Costco.
yeah, Costco and Aldi. It's like,
Right.
you know, just keep it simple, and there's no need to spend a whole lot of money if you don't have to, or if it's going to keep you from eating more fruit and
Mhm.
vegetables. Just buy the cheap stuff.
Right. I mean, have you found that because you're not purchasing animal protein and, you know, all the processed stuff, you're probably actually saving money in some respect?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because we
Mhm.
used to, man, back even when we were just eating like more, when we were eating more cooked vegan food, we would be, we live in Columbus, so
Mhm.
there's vegan restaurants everywhere, and we would be going out to eat like every day,
Okay. Okay.
Twice a day.
sometimes
Three
twice
times
a day. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
we would just be
right.
going out and like, yeah, we spend a lot of money on food. Megan.
Okay. Okay. Megan?
Question. Can you talk about the difference in your trash production since you switched diets and
Ooh,
those raw
nice.
vegan cinnamon rolls?
Oh yeah.
I'll do the trash.
Ooh.
The trash went down in half. Like we used to take our trash out once a week like normal, but we get by with 2 times a week because we just compost
Or
now.
two times a month.
No, 2 times. Yeah. Did I say that right? Basically, our,
No,
our
2 times a
trash,
month.
our trash production got cut in half. So I think that was cool. That was unexpected. So it's all just recycling and compost now.
Yeah.
And then
Mm.
cinnamon rolls.
The cinnamon rolls are also made out of bananas. It was
Oh,
one thing we were really excited to show, like Megan and their
So
parents.
good.
We went down last time, and it's cool because honestly, just about anything that is like you like to eat or that you enjoy consuming on a regular basis, you can make in a healthier form or even in raw vegan, and that's what we like to show people, that it doesn't have to be just salads and smoothies all the time. You can make things, you can have fun, you can be innovative, and it still tastes good, if not better than the original,
We made burgers
thing.
last night.
Yeah.
Raw
They
vegan
make
burgers,
pizza.
pizza.
They can make their salads taste like pizza. Cinnamon
It's just
rolls,
not. It's
ice
just not
cream.
hot. I do miss
Yeah.
the hot. Like I won't lie. Like I can smell food now that I used to eat, and I get filled up on the smells because it's so delicious. Like
Oh, really?
I love the smell of food. We'll walk by the food trucks on purpose.
Yeah.
I just won't eat it now, but I love smelling it. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Right.
Oh man.
So when you have clients that come to you and they're like, okay, I this is my watershed moment. I need to do something.
Yeah.
Are they coming to you because they're fatigued, or they have been diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder, or they have alopecia and they don't know why their hair is falling out, or stress management? Like what's the spectrum of conditions that you help these people work with?
Holistic, just anything really. Holistic balance, just anything to do with the body, mind, or spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But most people come to this way of eating out of desperation. Like
For health
99%
concerns,
come out
yeah.
of health concerns,
Yeah.
which is why
Okay.
we did it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Is your target clientele tattoo artists, or are you finding, or is that who you targeted in the beginning and now you're finding it's expanding to a larger circle outside that realm?
Almost
It actually
flipped.
went, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we were so excited about the raw vegan and stuff. We were like, we're going to do this. Then in coaching with our coach, we learned the niche is self. So we're like, let's niche out and niche down and do it with tattoos, so that it's like a smaller market. And maybe it's our high end clients would be like the tattoo artists, creatives artists, and then everybody else is just everybody else.
Yeah.
We help anybody.
Yeah, but
You
really, I guess the target audience would be like we're not necessarily trying to reach out to people who are happy, eating animal products. Like we're more searching for I don't know, people who know that they need to make healthier choices.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and yeah.
Do you oh gosh. So you guys have been doing, you melded these two together. How long have you had this business? healthy realm. I can't think of the name of it. Well, say it one more time.
Oh, Raw Vegan Revival.
Raw Vegan Revival.
Yep.
How long have you had that business now?
A little over a year.
Over a year. And so when you had this idea, you're like, we're going to do this, we're going to help people, and you probably had an idea of your target audience. Like you said, you noticed that your health had been declining as a tattoo artist. The average age that they retire or age out is around 50, and carpal tunnel, hunched back, all these other things that affect you because of the work environment you're in. Was that your initial target audience when you started this? Was that your goal to help those folks? Or was it just like, we're going to cast a broader net and hope we can bring them in? And then, as you said, niche down.
Yeah, we really just wanted to help everybody at first, which is why our logo actually has the world on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then we realized that since we are tattoo artists and that is a big part of our life and it always will be, it's like we need to focus on our community too. And we weren't just by focusing on everybody and by focusing on like say like all of the vegans or all of the people who are trying to be more holistic or whatever. We needed to make more content that would be more geared towards tattoo artists to maybe wake them up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Have you found that to be effective? Are you getting more tattoo artists, and are they like coming back to you with their like? I mean, are they just blasting you up with 5-star Google reviews for what you've helped them with?
We wish.
No,
not yet. This
No,
is still in like, I would almost say at the incubation.
Like we're still in the
Okay.
process of putting out our program for tattoo artists.
We're still getting coaching. We're actually in a mastermind with a coach that's teaching us and others on how to like run this online business. So
Okay.
we're still every Friday on a Zoom call with them. We're still learning. We're still building the airplane.
Okay. Because that's a huge market. And I would think, a tattoo artist doesn't have a 401k.
Right.
They're not going. I mean, what do you do at that age? It's like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
Right.
My hand
right.
cannot grip this pen, even though it's ergonomically better for me. What are you seeing with folks? I mean, how the benefit of that's what I want to know. What the hell does a tattoo artist do after they age out?
That's
Have you
the
met
thing.
many of them?
Well,
question.
I've known a couple of them. One of from Stained Skin, the shop we used to work at.
Oh, yeah.
They actually ended up getting another job after they
Roger.
stopped doing.
Yeah.
What, as a Walmart greeter? What are they?
McDonald's.
Huh?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
So
No
Maybe.
401k. You're right.
Yeah.
And no
Yeah, that's
health
tough.
insurance. You
I
almost
know.
have to insure your own health. We like to tell people.
yeah.
I mean, I know they
Yeah.
you make good money as a tattoo artist, decent money at least. And you think about it, like you said, you're living in the moment day to day. As you're going through it, you wake up, I'm a rock star, I'm drinking my drink, I'm going in, I'm bam, 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 I'm hitting these tattoos today. Besides the split, I got to pay the studio. Unless you have your own, it's still decent income. And then what? And then maybe that's the other side of it. You guys might need to have the financial planning side as well tied into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
I mean,
I don't know.
I've always said in the last 20 years, I always say to my husband and my
Flush,
family,
put the lid down.
no. It'll be this discussion. We both have jobs that, afford health insurance, but it'll be the discussion. Well, there's this specialist and their health provider, but they don't take our insurance. And I said, you know what? And you're probably saying the same thing. If you don't have your health, you have nothing.
Yeah.
If you don't have your health, you don't have wealth. You cannot function. You reach the end of the road and you're just sitting there like in the fetal position in the corner going, I don't know what's wrong with me. Why do I feel so horrible? And it's a shame that some of the best providers are sometimes, in your case, alternative health. It's let's look at this from the holistic point of view instead of we're just going to treat the symptoms and let's pencil whip your chart and push you out of here in 15 minutes. It takes work, and it takes a little bit of reprogramming too. Like I grew up in a very healthy household. We never had treats and snacks or anything like that.
You're good rock and roll music
Right.
playing.
We did Cleveland. Yeah. We did, Friday nights, we had our pizza and we were allowed our one Coca-Cola for the week. But we were raised that way, but that doesn't mean it sticks all the time. And then, like I don't have time to deal with this. And you're just grabbing at whatever you can to make the hungry go away without thinking about what you're actually putting in your body. Is essentially it's nutrition is medicine. Medicine is nutrition. That's kind of how I look at it. Do I like my Fritos chili cheese Fritos?
Seriously?
Oh, with a glass of red
Really?
wine. But you know what?
You ever do a walking taco with your
Those are
Fritos?
disgusting. Those are disgusting.
So that's a no.
That
was a yes or
hard
no question.
But I will tell you, last night I'm like, you know what? I need some of those Frito chili cheese thingamajigs. And I had a palmful. I do have a big hand. I felt like garbage after. I just horrible. Like, why did I just do this to myself? Yeah.
Did it feel good?
No, I didn't feel good.
Kind of
No.
like us. We cut most of the dairy's gone
Oh,
out of
really?
the diet.
Mm.
But there's that once a week and
Ice cream?
sugar and sweets. No, it's Sunday. Sunday's like eat whatever the hell you want.
Okay. Yeah.
The rest of the week, people are like, really for you? You stick to that? Yes, I actually do. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we had some ice cream on Sunday.
Mhm.
And then later I'm like, I feel a little gassy tonight.
Oh no, poor Linda.
You know?
Oh God, poor Linda.
No.
The fact that you guys felt it show that you're healthy though. So
Yeah.
many people don't notice
Yeah.
a difference from eating that, like the Fritos or
yeah.
the ice cream. Those keep doing it and doing it.
Yeah.
And
Right.
don't notice a change. The fact that you notice, I feel like is
Is
a sign of health
great-
there, yeah.
It's a great
Well,
thing.
Listen to your body because
Yeah.
like you said,
Yeah.
you didn't know you hated greens. And then
did.
now it's like, oh my gosh, my body will tell me it's like, you need a freaking salad right now.
Yeah.
Like I am craving. That's one thing I crave more than anything
Right.
else. It's like, just give me more veggies.
Yeah.
Right now.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Once in a blue moon, it'll be like, I think I need red meat tonight.
Oh yeah. And their body's
You
saying, I
know?
need some iron or I need
this,
some
I need
protein.
that. So listen to your body and know what the hell it's trying to tell you,
Yeah.
especially when you are having issues with everything else.
And I think
Right.
one of the
So-
biggest disconnects, and I'll ask you this question. Do you find that a disconnect with your clients is the mind-body connection? That their mind is not connecting with their body? They're completely disconnected. Like, oh, my head is riding along with my body throughout life, and they don't realize all these systems are interconnected. Do you find that to be true?
Yes, yeah, with a lot of people. And that's why I specialize in somatic embodiment. So I
Okay.
really help people tap into their body and how, so that way they can help differentiate their feelings and how they are feeling and figure out why these feelings are popping up inside their body
Mhm.
and kind of help them connect the dots.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, we just go, 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 go. Like, shut up, body. I don't want to listen to you today.
You gotta
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. for
Linda
sure.
does that. I'll be
Mhm.
going, yeah. And she goes, have you eaten yet today? I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe. I'm just doing my daily fasting. And she's like, okay, your hands are shaking. You're a little amped up right now. Like
got a
You're
headache.
talking a little, no, not
No,
headache,
no.
just talking a little faster than you normally do. Heal that body. Like, yeah, but you said intermittent fasting is good too. She goes, just shut up and eat something. Yes, dear. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Listen to the body. Listen to what it's telling you.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I could go on and on.
We got
I
a few
think.
minutes
Yeah.
left. So now it's time to ask them all the fun questions about
All right.
whatever. You
Go.
ready?
Yeah, go.
The most unique tattoo you've ever done.
Ooh, unique. Oh, that's a hard one.
That is a hard one because, all right.
I mean, I would say a lot of my, like, I do intuitive tarot tattoos, so I would say all of those are unique. Does that count? I don't know.
Yeah, she'll read people's tarot. Like she'll do a tarot card session.
Yeah.
She'll read their
Oh.
cards, and then based on the card, she'll draw a design like fitting for what they're going through and what the cards read.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lynn, that's what you need, especially after that medium that you guys
Oh,
saw.
geez, we could talk for another hour about that. Yeah,
Do
my
that.
sister and I had
After.
a medium reading, and yeah, that
Ooh.
was
So tell them after the
Yeah,
fact.
well,
Let's get off the show. What
wow,
about you?
that's interesting.
Oh
Mhm.
man. What's the one? Okay, how about this? What's the one tattoo somebody's come in and go, I got this one. Can you fix it and please make it better or different? Or can you just wipe
Obliterate
it out?
it? Or
Yeah, that happens. Like the other week, I had a tattoo over a little tiny stick and poke that someone's friend did on him, and it was another penis. It was a penis tattooed on their leg. I don't know what the deal is with this,
Why?
but I tattooed a spider over it, so covered that thing up,
Yeah.
black spider. But you'll have people come in with some crazy cover-up ideas. That was just the latest one, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a cover up lately where I did this woman had gotten like a butterfly in like the 90s, and it was like, you know, little but really, really dark and fuzzy and blown out. And I just put a big moth over it with some flowers and completely turned it into another thing.
Mhm.
Aw.
Oh, mastectomy tattoos on
Those are
Lisa.
cool,
That was
yeah.
cool. That was probably one of my unique ones. She had the mastectomy and had
Scar coverage.
scar coverage. So we tattooed like a brassiere of flowers. It sounds crazy, but it looked kind of cool. Like I was like,
bet it
it's
was
different.
cool.
Yeah, and she had
Yeah,
scar tissue and it
celebrate.
didn't hurt.
Yeah, celebrate herself and her femininity.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah,
She
that's
felt
a
way
great
better.
idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
That's
Gang tattoos. Have you ever had to do a gang tattoo? Knowing fully what you were doing.
Yeah, I worked in Fort Worth, Texas for a while, and I did a few of them because I think the shop I was working in, the guy was actually in prison. The name was Bobby Jones, and he had the shop running, and I was just while he was in prison. And yeah, I did gang tattoos there. I would
Okay.
tattoo like murder worth over people's eyebrows, and I did some
Mm.
eyelid tattoos that said like game over. I feel like in that moment, I felt like they were going to go out and do something and probably expect to die.
Oh, wow.
Fort Worth
Really?
was crazy. Yeah, I tattooed there for like a year, like right freshly after I started tattooing.
Come back. I need
Ooh.
another notch. It's like,
Well, the eyelid, the whole eyelid. Oh,
game over.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
tattoos on the eyelid. That would hurt.
Game over.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. So people want to get healthy. How do they contact you guys?
Well,
social media is a
Yeah.
great place. We're at the Raw Vegan Revival on all social media platforms, and rawveganrevival.com is our website.
yeah, and we have a
And-
free guide. So we have this free guide that
It's like
people
a
can grab. It's
masterclass.
like a master class, and it's everything you need to know about going raw vegan or just eating more plants to better your health.
Yeah.
So we created it, and it has like questions like you asked Lynn about how do you travel, how do you deal with social situations. All that is addressed. Like what
Yeah.
utensils will you need? How much might it cost?
Yeah.
Pretty much everything you need to know, and then that's our free guide. Yeah, so we have that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if somebody wants a really good tattoo and they want to come up, they got to come up to Columbus.
Georgia, not Ohio. Right?
We
Because
go
there
back
is
and
a
forth.
Columbus, Ohio.
They're in Columbus,
Yeah,
Ohio.
Ohio.
Do it, Darren.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was
OH.
Georgia. OH.
Oh, you're
know,
good.
All
You're
right.
good.
Yeah.
Some of
We
us
come to
have
Georgia, though,
played in
once
the
a year.
game just a bit.
Yeah. I
I'm
guess
so glad we threw her on that one.
You did
Oh,
throw me. I
yes.
thought it was Columbus, Georgia.
That's what you get for the intro in the beginning when you janking my chain there.
to get your shit together. Yeah, Lynn needs to get her shit. I'm an alum of Ohio State, so bleh.
Oh,
And
really?
Oh, cool.
shame on me. Yeah, but
Do you-
it's been a bit.
Do you guys do any will you travel for that or anything? Or somebody, I mean, obviously if somebody's willing to pay you, you would travel to do a tattoo for someone.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tattoo my mom's neighbors. in Georgia.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she lives in Georgia.
Yeah.
So when I come down to see her,
You have an open house, and all the neighbors come over.
parlor session. Super senior discount. this
You want
week.
another rosé? Come on in.
I
What
did
about-
make drinks last time. I made Dustin of Manhattan.
Mhm.
You get them all looped up, and then they're like, "I want a tattoo. Hey, Shaun, let's do it." Oh, see how that works?
Uh-huh.
Brother sister team.
Yeah, I get
right
it.
there.
Mhm.
Megan, where do you have a tattoo? Yeah.
No.
Are you going to get one?
I'm gonna
Now-
get one tattoo.
Is
On my
Kat
back.
going to do it or is Shaun going to do it?
I think Sean's gonna do probably 90% of it, and Kat's gonna fill in some. I'm gonna have my whole back covered, and I want
Wow.
Shaun to surprise me with his style of art.
I thought she
I
was
would do
kidding,
the-
but I think she's serious.
I'm serious.
I think that
Wow.
the tarot card reading and
That's
then having it
fascinating.
done, that's what you need to have
Mhm.
done on your back.
That'd be
Mhm.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
what, like a whole back with color. What is that? Like 12 hours?
Oh,
probably
maybe
more.
like 4 12 hours.
Yeah, maybe
More?
12 hours. Yeah.
Really?
12 hours,
With color.
48 hours of
Oh,
work.
wow.
And you're willing to endure that.
90.
I'm not paying
100
for it though,
hours. Yeah.
Sean.
I'm not paying
No,
for it.
I better get the family discount.
Yeah, it's
Of course.
2 times the rate.
He needs to practice on you.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. You know what you need to do? When you do that, you need to do like computer programmers do and put that little back door in, and you need to just put some little thing that she doesn't know about that's like a signature that
That's your
You're like a little
signature.
slide that in there.
Yeah, like a small penis.
A squid penis.
Squid penis.
That would
Two.
be better. The best of the best.
We'll sneak it in.
Oh my
Holy
God.
cow. Well, I have to tell you what, Megan, thank you for connecting Shaun and I and Kat and getting us together. You guys, I appreciate, and I'm sure Linda's too,
Yeah. it's
having you on
fascinating.
the podcast
Mhm.
today and sharing your story. Folks, as you well know by now, that we are going to put their contact information in our show notes
Mhm.
so you can get a hold of them to live a healthier life. And tell us about your 40-day cleanse after you get it done.
Yeah.
Or the parasite cleanse. I want to know about that too.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I can't do it. Not going to do
Mm.
it. I'll do a 40-day wine cleanse. Can I do that?
Darren's gonna
Juice.
die.
Just juice.
It's a juice. It's organic. But anyway, we thank you guys. We appreciate it. Hope you had a
Thank
great
you.
time today. And
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good.
It
Linda,
was fun. Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys.
you're
Yeah.
welcome. You're welcome. Have a safe trip on your vacation.
I will.
Just know that, in certain countries you're in, men prefer sheep over men, women. So,
Okay.
but on that
Okay.
note, enjoy.
I will.
I'll be back
Thank
next
you.
week alone.
Sorry.
And, guys, enjoy the summer.
Yes.
Stay cool when you
Mhm.
need to.
Mhm.
And we'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
See ya.
Done.
Done. All right. Tell me about the tarot card reading. This is like
Hey, Sean, bring out the thing. It's time to bring out the thing.
Right
thing.
now?
Oh yeah, bring out the thing.
Do
The
I have to
thing.
do it?
Yes.
There's so
This
much
is a gift that I got for my
Wait,
brother.
stop.